Oh my god, it's a sword. Oh my god, look at this. It's this freaking sword. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Dirty here, bringing you a new video. I was gonna do a Q&A over the weekend. Oh my, this is not my sword. I actually just picked it up. One of the new supply drop items, and we got ourselves a sword here. Oh my god, look at this thing. So over the weekend, I said I was gonna be doing a Q&A with somebody. And I was gonna do it with my girlfriend, and it didn't work out. It didn't work out. She's been super busy. Just getting ready for this weekend. We're gonna be gone, and she's just had a lot to do. But I'm gonna be doing a Sprat style Q&A, playing some Call of Duty, just answering some questions here for you guys. So first question we got, yo Curtis, what is up, mate? From Voss. Yeah, well that's just gonna bring us to our next one. From Jordan says, how do you deal with Vasu's tweets, and do you have him muted? Vasu's tweets are super cringy, like 99% of the time. You know, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He nabs a lot of tweets, and well, speaking of all the new stuff dropping today, I have one rare supply drop. You know, we're just gonna believe. Alright, so Bay Gilly asked, if your house was burning down, you could save 3 things. What would it be? One can't be Sprat. That would mean Sprat would have to actually be at my house, which, you know, if Sprat walked into my house, he would instantly set the building on fire. So I'm guessing that's what you're saying by this, Gilly. I know you just envy the relationship between Sprat and I. And, I'll kill you. I would probably say, well, my stepmom would save my cats easily. If she wasn't home, I'd probably save all 3 of my cats, because if I didn't, she would hate me for the rest of her life. Otherwise, if I had to save something, I would probably, you know, man, that's hard to think about. That is actually hard to think about. I have a box in my closet, that has a bunch of memorable stuff in it. I'd probably grab that. Otherwise, you know, maybe like, I can't just grab my PC. It depends on the fire. If there was 3 things, like, we're not talking logical, like, there was just 3 things that I could save, I'd probably save my computer, that memorable box, and then my dad's computer, because he's got a lot of stuff on there that he might have it backed up somewhere online, but I feel like he'd be devastated if he lost it. Next question, Reacts asks, who is the punching bag of the grind squad? Alright, punching bag of the grind squad. I don't want to say it. Red Thief. Alright, Sharkbait asks, would you rather stutter like Adapt or be short like Apex? Well, speaking about being short, I actually am shorter than Apex. Apex lives with giants. I don't know what you guys want me to say. Okay, Apex really isn't that short. Like, he's like average. Like, he's not even average. He's probably like a little taller than average. Like, I'm short. I'm like 1.5 inches smaller than Apex. But yeah, I'm 5'7". I'm 5'7". Alright, so Glaire's asking, my thoughts on aim assist. Do you wish it was in the game, or do you like the challenge and how clips look without it? Honestly, this is huge. This is a big topic, and it's something that I actually really like. I really like that there is minimal aim assist on the sniper rifles. I like that the fact that the game isn't very repetitive. It's not the same as all the other Call of Duties with aim assist. You know, it's a little bit off the ground, but it's not flying through air like Advanced Warfare, but it gives it a really good look. I really enjoy not having aim assist, and you know, it gives an advantage. It really does give an advantage to the people who are actually good with it. I really enjoy the fact that if you're good at this game, you stand out, because, you know, anyone can play BO2 no maps TDM. You know, tons of people are hitting multis in MW3. There's people who stood out in that for having really quick shot. Black Ops 3, if you're good with the movement, you really do stand out. And if there was aim assist, it would make this game way easier. Alright, so Rambo asked, do you want to keep doing YouTube or find a better job? And that's a really good question. Obviously, my YouTube channel isn't in the position of being a career. You know, my channel's not big. My views aren't that crazy. If I could find a career that I really enjoyed as much as this, and was able to make a living, like have a family, you know, raise a family off of, you know, I would be more than thrilled with it. But I wouldn't necessarily want to find a better job, but I am getting really close to the position that I need to start doing something else. Unfortunately, as sad as it is, doesn't mean gaming's not going to be a hobby of mine. YouTube, no, unfortunately. Sadly, as much as I hate saying that, isn't something that I will be doing forever. But that doesn't mean I'm going to fall off the face of the earth one day. It's something, I wouldn't just quit YouTube, you know, I've put so much time and effort into this. It would be something that I would still keep up. Obviously, it's not I suck. Oh, split triple head. Alright, so for our next question, it's not much of a question, but Zio says, Banks water bottle challenge. Let's do it. I have to prepare myself. Really just not trying to make a mess here. I'm wearing my good sweats, not trying to soak them. I really don't know why I'm nervous about this. It's really not, it's just water. There's extra. There's extra. There it was. I didn't make a mess, but my lungs are full of water. I'm gonna die. So the next question asked by Crave, and Crave asked how I got the name Dirty. So I'm gonna try and say this as fast as I can, because it can be a lengthy story. What was happening is my friend Jimmy, Houston, and my other friend Tyler, not the Tyler that I live with, they were all making gamer tags, right? And they were gonna make them not the same gamer tags, but similar. And they were all ending in II, and they were gonna be alphabetized. So Houston started with A, Jimmy started with B, Tyler started with C, and we needed somebody with a D. You know, I supplied that D, and it had to end in an II. So I was just thinking of random words that, started with D, ended in II. Well, not actually ending in II, that could be made into an II, and I came up with Dirty. So my gamer tag was DURTII, and everything after that, I was associated with Dirty. That's actually the best way I've ever described it. Normally it takes me quite a while. Raker asks, any tips for people who just started sniping? Alright, I'm going to give you guys a couple tips, and there's a good chance that you guys do this. You might not. So, tip number 1, stick with a sensitivity. If you can't handle the sensitivity, lower it. You don't have to be playing on a high sensitivity. You really don't. Obviously, you can work your way up, but you do not need a high sensitivity. I play on sensitivity of 8.6, and there's been times where I've thought about lowering it, times where I've thought about raising it, but you really don't have to be on a big sensitivity, especially for Black Ops 3 and no aim assist. Tip number 2, wash your hands. Grip on a controller is huge. It really is. And if your hands are sweaty and you can't really grip your controller, your fingers keep slipping, try washing your hands. It really makes a big difference. And another tip, try sticking with the same weapon. Try sticking with the Locust Reg Scope. Like, just do that. Or if you're going to use the SVG, stick with the SVG Thermal, Locust Thermal. Just stick with one weapon and get used to it for a day. All this switching around might, get your shot kind of off. So try sticking with one gun for the day. Swirly's asking the next question. He says, right now, Black Ops 3, are you having the most fun since joining FaZe, and do you have any more skits planned? I've actually been having so much fun playing Black Ops 3. It's been the most fun I've had on a Call of Duty release in a long time. I've actually been really enjoying the game. I am really happy with how well I'm doing. And, I feel like I'm killing the game, so I'm happy with that. As far as most fun since joining FaZe, I'm gonna have to say yeah. I am saying yeah because I'm playing with FaZe people, pretty much on the daily. I just got wrecked. I'm uploading videos without really having to struggle for them, there's videos, they just flow, and I'm having a good time with those. As far as skits go, I don't have anything planned at this moment. I don't know if you guys saw the skit that I released a few weeks ago with Calvo and Houston. Houston does a really good job with filming, and it just really makes me want to do more skits. So the next time we get an idea going, I think we will do another skit. Yeah, way sooner than later, because I'm not going to wait another year and a half. Alright, Afra asks, who is the funniest of the Grind Squad? That's a question you can't really answer, because, in the Grind Squad, there's a huge variety. Of course, we got Jev, we got Pomage, we got Sprat, we got Revex and Kitty who just sit down with the roast, and everyone's got their own variety of comedy, and I can't really say who is the funniest. If I were to choose, I can't choose one, but if I were to choose who makes me laugh the most, it's probably between Sprat, Jev, and Revex. Revex is just, he's a special guy. He says some pretty stupid stuff sometimes, but man, it is funny. Jazzy asks, opinion on people who play Safeguard. Well, there's people who play Safeguard, and then there's people who use clips in Safeguard, and there's people who just play Safeguard. I am not a fan, we ain't a fan of that Safeguard. That's just how we do. If you don't think you're very good and you're just playing Safeguard to have a good time, yeah, just do you, man. Just do you. If you're gonna make a big montage, I would say exclude Safeguard. Wow, I could easily have something right there. You hit a 6 on, you're staring at the robot. It's not impressive. It is not. I'm sorry. All right, Zerkas, we got a fuck one, kill one, marry one. We got Banks, Sprat, and Gilly. Marry Sprat, that's easy. The next two, Yikes. I'm sorry, Logan. McGilligan. Logan McGill. But, I wouldn't go near you with a 10-foot pole.